Welcome to the dish. I can't talk. Welcome to the soap dish. Hi, Teri.
Hey, Mark. Oh,
You were
how
too
are
busy
you?
chatting, and then I can't
Yes.
talk.
Well, yeah, and I was trying to get in the last part of the episode. Of and this is crazy business.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Today's crazy business. So
Whew.
let's get right at it, shall we?
All right.
All right. So Teri, last time you and I talked, we had learned that Dollar Bill and Ridge were working with the FBI, and they were surveilling Bill's house, and they were recording everything that was going on in the house in his
Yes.
mansion.
I
And
have to make one quick interjection here.
go ahead.
When Dollar Bill called Ridge Samurai Sam.
Oh my God. I was hoping you'd bring that up.
That was
I thought
hilarious.
about it.
Okay.
That
That
was
was
funny.
hilarious. Okay.
That was
Sorry,
funny.
I had to.
No, I agree. Because I'm looking at him, when we first saw him, when they brought him back and he was
Yeah.
sitting in the FBI surveillance room. I'm looking, what the hell happened to Ridge? And then, of course, Dollar Bill comes with Samurai Sam.
That was good.
There actually was some really good whips between Dollar Bill and Ridge throughout this whole surveillance thing,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
they're insulting each other. And
The
I actually thought a
dressmaker.
couple times one of them was going to break up laughing because
I know.
it was pretty good.
It was. It was fun to watch.
Yeah. So anyway, they're recording everything that's going on there. That's where you and I last left off.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. So we learned that the game plan, since then, we've learned that the game plan was to have Dollar Bill um, get Sheila to fall in love with him.
Mm-hmm.
And he was pretty successful, I think, with that. But
Yes.
he needed to take it a step further and get her to start admitting to stuff, the crimes
Mm-hmm.
she's done in the past.
Which really seems a little inconceivable that she
Yeah.
would. On the other hand, she doesn't think straight, obviously, because look at her past.
What was your first clue there, Teri?
Yeah, should I start counting?
Yeah. Let me count the
But
ways.
yeah, no kidding. But yeah, and for it to work, she eventually had to. But I'm still wondering where Deacon is in all
I
of
know.
this.
Yeah, me too.
So anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. No, I'm with you. All
Hmm.
right. So Dollar Bill, he presses the button here and he tells Ridge and the FBI agent that he came up with this brilliant plan to propose marriage to Sheila so he can prove his commitment to her and get her to open up more to him and maybe start admitting to her murderous past.
Hmm.
Seems
Yeah.
like a good plan, maybe.
Yeah, might as well. I didn't know it had lasted for months that he's been with her, but okay. I just get a
Again,
kick
Teri,
out of their
soap opera
time.
time.
Yeah, I know.
You and I can't tell. Has it been a week or has it been 4 months?
I know. Exactly.
It's kind of crazy.
Hmm.
All right. So Dollar Bill next, he's working really hard to convince her. He gets on his knee and he proposes. He gets the ring out
Hmm.
and he's trying to prove to her how dedicated and how much he loves her, which you can just see is driving him crazy because he
Oh,
doesn't.
yes.
Um, she's a little bit suspicious, and I thought maybe the jig was going to be up here, and
Yeah.
because she's like, she started to get really
Are you
suspicious, and like,
playing me?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I thought, oh, maybe this isn't going to go down as well as he thought it was, but
Hmm.
of course, she ends up giving in, and he was pretty convincing, so he ends up convincing her that this is for the best. So, um,
Yes. So that she can get everything she deserves.
yeah, I liked how he
Hmm.
used his wording there. Several
Yes.
times he'd say, I want you to get what you deserve. So she ends up accepting, as I said. So she ends up admitting to Dollar Bill that she accidentally killed. And I didn't make note of the names. I do remember those two storylines,
Hmm.
but an old lover that she had, and then murdering another old boyfriend that she had. And,
Yeah.
and I did remember this one where she filled up the house with bees because he was allergic
Yeah.
Deathly allergic to bees.
Wow. That's cruel. That's first degree murder stuff right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oof.
And then she stands at the window, the bedroom
And
window, and just
watches.
watches him die. Wow.
Wow.
She's cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So Sheila ends up going over and talks to Deacon
Mm-hmm.
and tells him that, Bill had proposed, et cetera, et cetera. I was a little surprised, as you've mentioned already, Teri. I was a little surprised at Deacon's response and that he kind of encouraged her to do it.
Yeah, he did. And I
And
thought
then I
that
started
was.
questioning. Then I started thinking back again, because you and I have talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
Is he working for? I mean, at the time, then I start questioning: is he working for the FBI along with Ridge? But the
Yeah.
way they were bad mouthing him, Ridge and Bill, I didn't think so. But
But then again, would the police, would the feds tell them that? Tell
well,
Ridge
true.
and Bill?
That's true.
Because, Deacon's a felon.
Yeah.
So how could, I mean,
No, you're right. If he was an informant, they probably wouldn't tell him unless they needed his help
right,
somehow.
right. So
So you could be right. Maybe
I'm
you'll have
saying,
something for us coming up on that.
could be.
Okay. So when Sheila returns to Bill's mansion, and I thought, you dumbass. So he's on his phone and
Yeah.
he's telling Ridge and the FBI agent that we got her kind of thing. And I thought, oh, I
Mm-hmm.
hope she's not there. And sure as heck she is.
Uh-huh.
She's like, well, who are you talking to? And she's all suspicious. And at this point, he's totally fried with this whole thing. Bill is.
Oh, yeah.
So he totally confronts Sheila and tells her, how he fooled her and the whole
Mm-hmm.
thing was just set up. He also tells her the house is under surveillance and that Ridge and the FBI have been recording everything.
That, I get why he did, because I would be so sick to my stomach of her as well.
Right.
But on the other hand, if they felt that this was going to happen, where were the cops, the feds,
Yeah.
I mean, what?
Yeah.
They're just not around?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because I was thinking the same thing, Teri, as that was going down because, the FBI guy said, well, you got to delay her until I can get my guys in position. Well, no. If you were actually doing that sting operation, those guys are in position.
That's okay. That you just confirmed what I thought. So
That's just
all right.
again TV cop stuff.
And you love that, don't you?
I love it. I just love it because I'm
They
sure
need you as a consultant.
I know they do. Brad Bell needs to hire me.
Yes.
Yeah. So I always think that's funny because it's a soap opera, but even so, people watch TV and they watch this cop stuff and they get totally, they think, whoa, those cops are disorganized. How come well, they wouldn't do it that way. That's not how it would be done.
No. Nope.
Anyway, yes, I'm glad you brought that up. I forgot about it. But as I was watching it, I was thinking the same thing.
What? Yeah.
All right. So after this, Bill and Sheila get into kind of a, tit for tat about what's going to happen now. And she's like, I'm not going to prison, da, da, da. It ends up getting physical. And I thought of you right away, Teri. So they kind of end up spinning around and they end up out on the landing, porch, deck, whatever you call it. And she goes over. Sheila goes over.
I've been waiting so long for that. But you know what I actually thought was going to happen? I thought she was going to grab a fork.
Fireplace mantle.
Yes.
Poker,
that's it.
I did too.
And go after him. Yeah.
That's funny you said that.
That looked, she's standing right there. There's a fire going. It's like, that's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But then she goes over and it's like, you land on your back like that and you get up and drive?
I know.
That grass is not that cushy.
Do you think it was grass? I was trying to figure that out. Was it grass or was it cement?
No, it was grass. She
Okay.
landed, yes, it was
Wouldn't matter.
grass. No.
Well, I shouldn't say it wouldn't matter. It's possible. I don't know what the drop was there. I was trying to figure that out. If it was like 2 stories or what it was. I'm guessing 2, maybe
It
3.
looked like it. It
Yeah.
looked like it was at least 2.
Yeah. But you're
That's
not going to
20
fall that
feet,
far,
right?
even on grass, and not have broken ribs or a concussion, or you're
Yes.
dead, one or the other.
Yeah. Well, of
No,
course.
you're right. I'm thinking, wow, they're going to, when it happened, Terry, I'm thinking, wow, they're going to write her off. I was surprised by that.
Yeah.
And then Bill goes down there and she's gone.
That was pretty good. You knew that had to happen.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Like I said, I would have been surprised if they were writing her off, because her character, I mean, that's been pretty, you know, and again, Terry, if you think about it, that's the only storyline they really got going right now. I mean, it's all.
Well, except for Finn and Steffi canoodling constantly.
Well, yeah, that's true too. No shirt on, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. It's like, did you need to fill the space? And that's, I mean, I don't mind looking at Finn. So, but still.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I'm with you. Mm-hmm. I keep thinking he's going to end up in. Now that you've pointed this out to me, I always think he's going to end up in one of those. What the heck was the insurance commercials he was in? Federated?
Oh.
What was that?
Oh.
You know what I mean?
I do. Liberty.
Liberty.
Libbity bibbity.
So I keep
Bibbidi
thinking
libbity.
that he's going to break out and say that now when I watch him on that. So. All right. So like you said, Terry, so now thing we see is Sheila's driving down the freeway.
Yes.
And Dollar Bill is in pursuit in a car behind her. And your favorite and detective and now chief of police is also on the phone with the FBI agent, Lieutenant and now Chief Baker.
Okay, I missed that part.
Oh, okay. That was right at the end today.
Okay.
So they're getting in. They're getting Baker and the police involved in chasing Sheila, and that's where we left off, was the pursuit today.
Well, and with her showing up at Deacon's, that's, I mean, how stupid, don't you think?
Yeah.
That, and she loves him. She told him that at the end.
She did. Yep. Thanks for bringing that up. You're
Yeah.
right. That was the actual last part of the show. Yeah. Are you questioning that, Terry?
No, I think she actually probably does in her way.
In her own weird.
I think
way,
she does because they looked together good, and I think she actually could feel that way about him. My question is, does he, even though, of course, he liked the sex, obviously, but, I mean, that was pretty clear.
Seemed that way.
Yeah. I don't know. And did you notice, I just have to bring this up, she still had Bill's ring on.
Yeah, I did notice that.
Okay. I was thinking you're going to try and hawk that?
Terry, if it was going to be one of these where she goes like that and pitches it out the car window, but she didn't. At least not today, she didn't.
It's worth a lot of money.
True. She might need that if she's on the run.
Yeah, she might.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, go.
Go ahead.
I don't know, but I think Deacon is somehow working with authorities. I don't think he's happy about it, but I don't think he has a choice at this point.
That's a prediction.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say he is working with the feds, and he's going to have to make a decision. Is it going to be Sheila and on the run, or is it going to be hope and a chance to actually live a free life. That's what he does. Well, it's Deacon.
So, yeah, it's a little bit unpredictable.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So here, I like your prediction, Terry, and I think I'm going to add to that and just say, I think that's solid. And I'm thinking what happened was the authorities had her under surveillance earlier, and they know, obviously the FBI knows that. So there's part of why I like your prediction is because they know that she's been going over there. So they're gonna. You're right. They're gonna squeeze Deacon and say, you either cooperate with us or you're going to prison for harboring a fugitive, and he's going to do some major time on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so then he has, like you said, Terry, he's got a decision to make, because he's either going to prison, plus he loses his relationship with Hope, or like you said, he runs off with Sheila. Those are kind of his choices.
Yeah, and then he can never have contact again with any of them.
Right.
So I have a quick question in regard to what is harboring a fugitive? What does that, your expertise would lend itself to being able to answer a question like that? How could how much time do you get for something like that?
Well, it depends on what the person's
roundabout.
wanted for.
Okay.
So let's say you're harboring a fugitive for stolen property. They're probably going to do, obviously, a much shorter sentence, but maybe up to a year.
Okay.
Where for a murder, a person like this that's wanted on multiple murders, he'd go away for 3 to 5, 6, 7 years, maybe, depending upon state, the state and all that. But
sure. And the fact that he is a felon himself.
He already has a record. Yeah.
Right. So, okay. Yeah. That's, ooh.
So, yeah, he'd be, if the FBI squeezed him, he'd be looking at significant time in prison.
Yeah.
For that.
Ooh.
So, yeah. And I think you're right. I think that's exactly probably how this thing's going to wash out. Yeah. If it didn't, they missed a good storyline that we could have, again, assisted Bradley Bell on, Terry.
Keep pushing that button. Bradley Bell, Bradley Bell, Bradley Bell. Come on. He's got to hire Mark Taylor.
Yeah. No, Terry Knight. Or both of us.
Yeah, there we go.
The Soapdish crew.
Yep, exactly.
Any other predictions, Terry?
Just a quick one, because they keep playing it up, Hope and Thomas. They're going to get in a compromising position.
Ooh.
I think it's going to happen. And I think it's going to be Hope.
Oh, that's going to instigate it?
Yes. She's not going to mean to. But Thomas is being so good, and I think it's going to be by accident, kind of, where they're working together, and he's been so good, and and all of a sudden she's just going to get too close, and something's going to happen, and they'll get caught.
When you say something, is it just
she's
something as innocent as a hug or kissing?
Nah, I think it'll be kiss.
Oh, and then like Liam or somebody walks in. Mm-hmm. Oh, I like that.
That's what I think. I don't know.
That's
or
Sudsy.
Steffi.
Or Steffi.
Yeah.
Which that would be kind of the end of, well, who knows?
Who knows?
I hate to predict. But so I'm going to try and predict how I think the Sheila thing is going to end, because I think tomorrow's Thursday. I think we're going to have a pretty good cliffhanger on Friday.
Yes. It's going to be a rough weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be a damn rough weekend. Holy cow. And I watch The Young and the Restless too, so I'm double whammied.
Whew.
Scary.
How do you take it? Whew.
I know.
Alcohol.
Tomorrow, Friday, I have to talk Young and Restless with Luann. So
well, then you'll get some therapy in.
I'll get therapy, and then it might be wine 4:30 after that.
There you go.
So I'm going to say, though, that this chase thing's going to go down. I don't know. You think Deacon's going to go with her? What's your take on that?
I I don't know. If he does, there's going to be a crash because Bill is, I believe, on his way to Deacon's
Yeah,
now.
I'm sure he is.
So then there's going to be some horrific thing. I don't know. I'm
I
not
think
sure.
I think Deacon's going to leave with her, and I think Bill's going to pursue them both, and they're going to crash, and then we're going to have to wait over the weekend to see how that comes out.
Yep. That
And
will
then I
do
will
it.
predict that Deacon will end up predictable storyline because if it's been done once, it's been 100 times. But Deacon's going to be in a coma, and Sheila's going to go to prison, and we're going to have to see how that washes out. But I think that's what's going to happen next week. That's my
Her
prediction.
her buddy Mike will come back.
Oh, Mike the prison guard.
Yeah, or Mike the prisoner now.
Now prisoner.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll be awaiting Sheila when she gets to prison, probably.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Put him in a
All right.
padded cell. Yes.
Well, don't laugh, Terry. That's probably actually a good prediction that she'll play insanity and be in a padded cell.
Yeah.
I
Not
like
bad.
that, actually.
All right.
I might take credit for that one.
Okay, you do it.
No, you should. You can do it. All right, Terry. Until we dish again,
Keep it sudsy.
and we are out.